Hey!
Hey everybody,
back.
welcome back to our podcast.
Like the Undertaker, we show up when we want. um,
A quick
sorry.
recap, WWE sucks. Okay, bye, see you next week.
Next week. We haven't been podcasting lately because we love naps, and that's why
We are two very tired people.
we are very tired. So very tired.
Tired of this shit going on.
Okay, so obviously we haven't podcasted in a while. Sorry, Marvin and
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. And in between the last time we podcasted and now, there's a lot that happened.
Sorry, Roman Reigns. I know you're out there.
Your ears are burning, Roman. Your ears are burning. It's because it's our yard now. A lot has happened. They did this whole SuperStar-Shake Up, which was a draft, but not a draft.
Basically, what happened was WrestleMania sucked, and they did a Superstar Shake-Up, and what that means is they put everyone good on Raw and said, "Hey, everyone that sucks, let's go to SmackDown."
We didn't even talk about WrestleMania on our last podcast.
Nope.
Oh
We
God!
could go over that real quick.
Undertaker's gone forever.
Yeah.
In a match that was pretty boring with Roman, in my opinion. It's just like build up. It was just like, who should Roman face? I don't know, Undertaker. Okay.
Basically, all you need to know about WrestleMania is a king has fallen in Triple H, and a new king has risen in Roman Reigns.
Yes. It is his yard now. He is the king of kings.
He's the king of kings.
He's Roman McMahon now. Actually, overall, I thought WrestleMania was decent.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty decent.
It just boggles my mind. How do you They let Undertaker go undefeated for what 20 years, and then within 3 years he lost twice.
He should have just retired when he lost to Brock. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't like this. Okay, let's go undefeated for 20 years, and then within 3 years, let's lose twice.
Make him lose twice. And then the one time it made sense for him to lose, which was to push Bray Wyatt, he beats Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that was a good passing of the torch moment.
But no. Let's give it to the big dog.
That's not how things work around here in WWE.
Stop thinking what you want to get. And WrestleMania was a long pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was.
It was really long. It was weird. You know, I don't know. I mean, the best moment, in my opinion, was when the Hardy Boys came back. Like, I marked out. I'm not gonna lie. I marked out. I didn't expect them to win, and they won, and I cried. So it's good to have them back, and they're not unlike the Dudley Boys, where it was kind of like a semi full-time deal, where it's just like they only show up sparingly. The Hardy Boys were signed to like a full time. So like,
oh shit, okay.
They're not any like nostalgia act. They're here for the long haul.
Oh, man, that's good to know.
So speaking of Bray, real quick, what they did with the ring, I thought was amazing. It was different. It was cool.
Yeah.
Why have him lose?
Yeah. If that was gonna be his match, like his thing, why are you gonna lose?
Why are you gonna lose? Then it meant nothing. It just meant that you wanted to show off your fancy LED screens on your mat.
Yeah. Like,
so I thought.
I know. Randy Orton was like gonna win that match. So I was like, if they already plan on him winning that match, why like debut that kind of match now? Why not do it like on your rematch or some shit?
Exactly. Look at this, guys. For a grand total of 4 minutes and 45 seconds, Goldberg lost.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna lose. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, and then the women's match. Oh man, I thought
that was such a mess.
Alexa Bliss deserved better.
Yeah.
I mean, she deserves everything better. But I was like, and it was a weird spot too. It's like, oh, after the Brock and Goldberg match, how do you follow that up? Oh, here's women.
Here's a women's match.
So that was weird. And it was supposed to be Alexa Bliss versus the entire women's roster, but then because obviously they didn't know if they wanted to put it in the pre-show, then they were just like, no, let's just make it a 6-way match.
So basically what happened since WrestleMania is Kurt Angle's the new GM of Raw, the Hardy Boys are back, Brock Lesnar's the new Universal Champion, Randy Orton's the new WWE Champion, and Roman Reigns beat Taker for another streak loss.
That's it.
And everything sucks. Oh, but Finn Balor's back.
Oh, it's so good to have him back. I'm not going to lie.
It's so good to have him back.
So good to have him back. But because it's not a podcast without news that sucks, I read on a rod that because you know how Vince gets boners for people who are over 6'8",
Braun Strowman,
tall. He gets an anti-boner every time someone gets a concussion or injured easily. So now that Finn got injured as soon as they decide to give him the Universal title, they don't push him in the title scene for like months.
What the fuck? No one he's been in these mid-card matches.
Gonna be they want to keep him top tier mid-card.
What the fuck, dude?
At the very least, you might see him as an Intercontinental Champion down the road, but as of right now, don't. It's just unless the crowd is so over with Finn, which they already are.
Yeah.
Don't expect anything to happen with Finn Universal title wise, because Vince really wants to put the title on Braun. Right. Before we go further, we'll go over, I guess, who got switched over, aka who left SmackDown forever.
I think it'd be easier to say who's left at SmackDown.
So the only person left is the man. It's the face. He's the only face. That place.
The only face that could run that place
is AJ Styles. Because I think their logic is thinking AJ Styles is so over. We don't care who we put on SmackDown. He'll be able to carry that brand. Yeah. Well, not if you make him put him in a United States title feud. That doesn't make sense.
Oh my god.
This is who came over from SmackDown to Raw. Apollo Crews, which nobody really cares about, unfortunately. Miz and Maurice, even though George hates them, they're actually pretty over as heels. Dean Ambrose, which was a surprise to me. But now you have all three Shield people in the same show, which gives George.
For me, this shakeup is like everything I ever wanted.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You only watch Raw.
I know. I think WWE found out that I only watch Raw, so like, you know what? Let's just put all his favorite superstars on one show.
The one that shocked me the most, actually, like, losing Dean was, I mean, it shocked me, but when Bray showed up on Raw, I was like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, when I saw Bray, I was like, wow, they really just took everybody.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. Bray is supposed to be the top heel in SmackDown, while AJ Styles was supposed to be the new, because they, in between our hiatus, they finally made AJ Styles a face.
Yeah.
So I thought they were gonna have AJ Styles as the top face and Bray as the top heel in SmackDown. But then Vince was like, "Nah, but Raw's been around longer." And then you got Heath Slater and Rhino got transferred over. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Oh, and you guys also got David Otunga as the new announcer, and Brian Saxton went to SmackDown.
I'm glad Brian SmackDown.
Right. Well, no, yeah, he's Brian SmackDown now.
I didn't like him. I don't know why I didn't like. I just didn't like him at all.
So SmackDown is Barren Wasteland Live.
Barren Wasteland Live. Wow.
Jinder Mahal is the #1 contender for the WWE title.
Yeah. Oh wow. I forgot all about that because it's so irrelevant to me.
Roids McPunjab, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you get Kevin Owens to come over, you get Rusev to come over, but who do you push? Jinder
Mahal. Mr. 3-man band.
Apparently, like, there's a method to Vince's madness, because, again, I told you this off podcast, was that the reason why they were pushing Jinder is because they're trying to get into the Indian market.
Yeah.
Which for some reason, like, apparently, like, wrestling is huge over there. Like professional wrestling is huge, and that's how like the other wrestling show TNA Impact.
Uh-huh.
The reason why it's been able to stay afloat is because a huge like chunk of its market share and profit comes from that Indian market.
Wow.
So WWE is like, oh, what if we push Jinder Mahal, who's a Punjab. I know that sounds like a racist remark, but that's legitimately what they're called,
That's legitimately
guys.
what they're called, yeah, I know.
So like, let's push him and put him in the main event. But in my head, I'm like, then shouldn't you have made him a face? Because doesn't it look weird that he's the one getting booed all the time?
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously, SmackDown's a mess right now. Charlotte Flair, they're hinting at a face turn for her because she got jumped by all the heel divas or heel women wrestlers, aka led by middle-aged. I'm trying to be cool, Natty mom.
I'm the cool mom, Natty.
I'm the cool mom, and like, because part of that stable is Tamina and Carmella. So Tamina looks like her friend that she knows from work, and Carmella is her daughter. That's just what it looks like. So the card for Payback is essentially what the card would look like for every Monday Night Raw so far.
From now until forever.
From now until forever. The pre-show match is going to be Enzo and Cass versus Gallows and Luke. AKA Enzo is probably going to get like railed before he gets the hot tag in, and Big Cass gets destroyed.
Did you see my tweet for Raw for
Yep.
Enzo and Cass?
Yep. It's gonna happen. And Big Cass's biggest feud in WWE is that barricade.
Hey, Big Cass versus that barricade for WrestleMania 34. Book it, WWE.
WrestleMania 34. Can't wait. And then you got Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the U.S. title. Just so that they don't make it seem like Jericho, like it's a guarantee Jericho is going to lose. They added this stipulation: if no matter who wins this, gets to go to SmackDown. And then you have the Hardy Boys versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Then you have Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. Neville versus Austin Aries. Roman Reigns versus Roman Strowman. And then Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe. And then you have Bayley, who is alleged to not shave her armpits. She'll be defending her women's dudes guys title versus the Queen of Earth herself, Alexa Bliss. So we'll start off with the Enzo, Cass, Gallows, Luke match.
Does it even matter when there's no titles on the line?
That's true. So Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho.
No, I mean I'm just saying the match in general. Like I don't like why. You know what I mean? There's no purpose between this feud.
Well,
they're not going for anything.
It's true. That's why it's in the pre-show, first of all.
Yeah. Because I don't think Sheamus and Cesaro are gonna win it again.
No, they're not gonna. They're not gonna
do because I know exactly what's gonna happen because they're trying to do this the face versus face thing. They're gonna lose and lose their temper. They're gonna turn heel. They're gonna be a heel tag team.
Yeah. They have too many face tag teams right now.
Yeah.
On Raw. Yeah. So one of them has to turn. The only reason why
you saw the foreshadowing on Raw already.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. But yeah. We all know Kevin Owens is gonna win. Don't even front, guys. Who do you have winning versus Randy Orton and Bray? I feel like Bray's gonna win just because now the title's not on the line.
Yeah, I know.
And then again for the cruiserweight titles, I don't know. I think Austin might finally win. I think Neville had his run.
Yeah.
So Aries is probably gonna take that.
Really doing, like he did good with it, but it's not like really going anywhere now.
Not going anywhere. So give it to Aries so that Aries can start feuding with the heel dab himself, TJP.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate TJP even more now.
Here's the thing with the Roman versus Braun match. I think it's gonna end in a no decision.
I think it's gonna No, I think it's gonna end in like a crazy ass way where like there's no winner decided. Like about like how Big Show and Braun ended, like the whole thing collapsed.
Yeah.
Maybe like to top that, maybe they both fall off a
Healing
building or
collapse.
something. You like get in a fat car crash or something, and then I don't know.
Because technically, I feel like that's going to be the main event.
Oh yeah.
So I could totally see Brock Lesnar showing up and F5ing both of them. So Seth versus Samoa. I actually have Joe going over.
Seth versus Samoa Fat.
For that.
Yeah.
But I have Samoa Joe going over.
Seth Rollins.
Over Seth Rollins.
I don't know. I think they're gonna keep this momentum for Seth Rollins now. He just beat Triple H.
That's very true. Well, for the sake of being different, we'll keep it different. And then last match on the card. It may not be the last match of the night, but the last match on the card is Bayley versus Bliss. Bliss is going over. The way that they're doing this momentum, I think she's gonna go over.
I can see her momentum, but then I also see WWE want to be pushing Bayley lately, like they've been pushing Roman Reigns.
The female Cena. It's female Cena.
Yeah.
I could actually see Sasha interfering in the match and having Alexa win, but via disqualification. Like Sasha attacks Bayley so that they could start their feud.
I think so too.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna watch Payback. But I'm not.
We're gonna watch it because we're gonna have nothing else to do.
I'm not excited for this.
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Payback it's just Raw before Raw.
It's just a pre-Raw.
It's the longest pre-Raw show ever.
It's the longest pre-Raw show.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna watch it, and like as I'm watching, and like every time somebody wins that I don't expect winning, I'm like, yeah. Because I don't know what to expect anymore.
You're right.
Like,
Hey, Chris Jericho is the new United States champion. Oh.
No. And in comes Braun Strowman versus Chris Jericho? Okay. Versus Kevin Owens? Versus Jinder? Alright.
Okay. Because it's very clear.
Undertaker's back! Oh.
It's WWE doesn't know what to do right now. So they're just
like I pictured like all of them in the back just scrambling around like, what do we do now? I don't know, let's do this. Go out there.
You know that SpongeBob meme with all the mini SpongeBobs in the office and everything's on fire? That's the writers' room in WWE right now.
You go interfere, but I'm Finley. Go interfere anyway.
Go interfere.
Finley's getting a push. Oh. Oh, all right.
Oh my god. But we'll see. Maybe as we get towards SummerSlam, things will start picking up. But as of right now, if I were to give my final verdict on the Superstar-Shake Up, I wish it never happened.
Yeah, like they didn't need it. They really did not need it at all. Yeah, I just think like I don't know what the producers were thinking, but this is totally unneeded. Like they had like such good like momentum that they were going into after WrestleMania that they could have just rode off of, and they could have like done a lot of things.
But then they're just like, let's just put top tier stuff on Raw. Screw it. It's so weird to see them make such bad decisions like this.
Yeah. But it's like at this point, like they've done this so many times. I'm kind of like, all right, let me just see where this goes then.
Yeah.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
Who knows? And if something good happens, then something good happens.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Shout out again to Marvin and Roman. Roman Reigns.
Thank you for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening to our yard, big dog. And we'll get back to you guys whenever we have the energy to do this podcast, because clearly our work schedule has been draining us to the point where it's tough to do this podcast bi-weekly like we originally planned. So yeah, hopefully something exciting happens. Fingers crossed, and enjoy Payback. And we'll see all you stupid idiots whenever.
Maybe in a week or two. We'll see.
We'll see. Anything, as always, as we end our podcast, also again, anything to plug for your personal stuff, George?
Shameless plug, youtube.com/stillnotfamous. That's about it. You can find all of my social medias here. This will be on. I'm uploading this one onto our CYT account.
So look for this on our CYT Entertainment YouTube. It is one word. And yeah, cool. All right, guys. You guys have a good night or something.
Happy New Year and
we love you, Vince. Only because we're forced to.
But please.
Please. Just help.
Just please.
Goodbye, idiots.
Signing out.